All right. So good
All
evening,
right.
everyone. I'm super
So,
excited
good
to
evening,
welcome you
everyone.
all
I'm super
to
excited
our
to welcome you
training
all
today.
to our training for
So
today.
today we're going to be looking
So,
like
today we're going
looking
to be
at a
looking at
sales
a
framework.
sales framework.
Okay, the daily
Okay,
sales
the daily
framework.
sales framework.
How to
How to
generate
generate
consistent daily
consistent
sales
daily
with
sales
TikTok
with
ads
TikTok ads
using the cash
using
on
the
delivery
cash on
method
delivery method
here in
here
Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
The reason I'm
The
doing
reason
this is
I'm doing
because
this
I
is
notice a
because I
lot of
notice
us
a lot
are
of us are
into selling of
into
physical
selling of
products.
physical products.
Okay,
Okay,
and
and
for some
for some
people,
people,
sales
sales
is like a
is like a
bicycle.
bicycle.
It's like a
It's like a
bicycle
bicycle
ride
ride
from
from
someone who is
someone who
learning
is
how to
learning how
ride a
to ride a
bicycle.
bicycle.
So what I
So
mean
what
is
I
that
mean is that
today they make
today they make
sales,
sales,
tomorrow they might
tomorrow
not
they
make
might not make
sales.
sales, next tomorrow no sales.
In a
In
week
a
of
week
seven
of
days,
7 days,
maybe they're
maybe
making
they're making
sales two or
sales
three
2 or 3
times
times
in the week.
in the week.
Inconsistent
Inconsistent
sales
sales
you get.
you get.
And
And
what
what
actually
actually
caused
caused
that
that
is
is
some of the
some
things
of
we're
the
going
things
to
we are going to
consider
consider
today.
today.
Okay.
Okay,
So let's
so
get
let's
into
get
it.
into it.
Now, the
Now,
very
the very
first thing we
first
want to
thing we
talk
want to talk
about
about is the mistake
that
that
sellers,
sellers,
business
business
owners,
owners,
especially those who
especially
sell
those who sell
online, they make
online, they make
when it comes
when
to
it comes to
selling.
selling.
Even those who
Even those
run
who
ads,
run ads,
at
at
times
times,
many of us
many
will
of us
think
will
that it
think
is
that it
just
is
about
just about
running the
running the
ads, but
ads,
it's
but
not
it's
just
not
about
just
running
about
the ads.
running ads.
In order for you
In
to
order for
get
you to get
predictable
predictable
sales
sales
on a daily
on a daily
basis,
basis,
there are
there are
certain things
certain
that you
things
must
that you
not
must
play
not
with.
play with.
You get,
You get. There are certain things you must not play.
and we're going to
And
consider those things in this training. Now, for most people that struggle to
that
sell their
struggle to
physical
sell
products,
their physical
whether
products,
online or
whether
offline,
online or
it
offline,
comes down
it
to
comes down
these
to these
five
five
basic
basic
problems.
problem.
Number
Number
one,
one,
the mistake
the
a lot of
mistake a
people
lot of
make
people make
is
is
not
not
picking the
picking
right
the right
product.
product.
When you don't
When
have
you
the
don't
right
have the right
product,
product,
or when you
or when you
just
just
maybe
maybe
somebody taught
somebody
you
taught
mini
you mini
importation
importation
and
and
you ended and
he
they
ended
ended up
up
showing you
showing
how you
you how
can
you
buy
can
from
buy from
China.
China.
At the end of
At
the
the end of
day,
the day, you just
you
go
just
to the
go to the
website,
website,
maybe
maybe 1688
1688 or
or
Alibaba
Alibaba
or
or
AliExpress
AliExpress or
or
any of
any
all
of all
those
those
Chinese
Chinese
platform, and then you
com,
place an
and
order
then
for a product without you doing your background check,
without you doing your
without you
background check,
confirming
without you
if there is
confirming
a
if
market
there is a
for that
market
product.
for that product.
You get.
You get.
So picking
So picking
products
products
randomly
randomly
is a
is
no
a
no
no
no.
no no.
Is a
Is a
recipe
recipe
for
for
inconsistent
inconsistent
sales
sales
in your
in your
business.
business.
Picking products
Picking products
randomly is a
randomly
recipe
is a
for
recipe for
inconsistent
inconsistent
sales.
sales in your business.
Second
The
mistake
second
that
mistake that
people make
people
is
make is
launching
launching
ads
ads
for a
for a
random
random
product
product
immediately.
immediately.
Launching ads
Launching
for a
ad for
random
a
product
random product
immediately.
immediately.
Now, I'm not
Now,
saying
I'm
that
not
you
saying
shouldn't
that you
launch
shouldn't
product,
test
but
product,
then
but then
before you go ahead and say you want to
buy
buy
or
or
import
import,
a
you're supposed
product,
to
you're supposed
like
to like
do a bit of
do a bit of
research
research to
if the
see if the
product is
product is a
good,
good
and
fit.
even
And then
before
even
you
before you commit your money into it,
you need to
you
like
need to
test
like
to see
test to
that
see that
there is
there
truly
is
a
truly a
demand
demand
for
for
for the
the
product
product before you can
have the
have the
confidence
confidence to say,
to go
okay, let me
ahead
go and import the
or let me
product, or
buy
let
the
me buy the
product
product
and
in
buy some
buy
quantity
some
of the
quantity of the
product. You
product.
get.
You get.
So when this
So when
first
this
two
first two
you fail
you
in
fail in
picking the wrong
picking the wrong
product, then
product,
you are
then
running
you are
out to
running
the wrong
out to the wrong
product.
product.
There's no way you are
There's no
going
way
to
you are
get
going to
sales.
get
It's going
sales.
to be
It's
a
going to
case
be
of
a case
just
of just
hoping.
hoping.
And as you
And
know,
as you know, hope is not a strategy.
you get
You get.
hope is
Hope
not a
is not a
strategy.
strategy.
Another
Another
mistake
mistake for
for
those of us
those who
who
have started running ads.
started
Maybe the
running
first day
ad.
you run
Maybe
your
the first day you set up your
you spend
campaign, you
10,000
spend
naira
10,000 naira
and you didn't make any
and you
single
didn't make any
sale.
single sale.
What will you do?
What will you do?
Again, because the
Again,
foundation is
because the
not
foundation
strong,
is
it's
not
not good.
strong, it's not good.
You're standing
You're standing
on shaky
on
ground.
shaky
You
ground.
don't know a good
You don't know a
product.
good
You're
product.
launching
You're
ads.
launching
You're hoping
ads.
to
You're
sell,
hoping
and
to
nothing is
sell, and nothing
happening.
is
And you're
happening,
burning
and
money
you're burning
already.
money already.
The next thing is
The
to
next thing
panic
is to panic
and
and
complain and say this
complain
thing is
and say
not
this thing's
working.
not working.
As a result, they kill their
Uh,
campaign too early.
they
So
kill
this
their
thing we just
campaign
go over, we
too
just
early.
went over these 5 steps we
This
just
thing
went
we just
over
go
is
over,
actually referred as
this
the
5 step we
gambler's
just went
loop.
over is actually referred to as the
It's
gambler's
like a
loop.
game of
It's
chance,
like a game of
you know.
chance.
But
you
to be a
know.
successful
But to
seller
be a successful
online,
seller
you need to
online,
follow
you need to follow a framework,
a
a
predictable
predictable
framework,
framework,
which is
which is
what we want
what
to
we want
talk
to
about
talk
right
about
now.
right now.
It's called the
It's called the
daily
daily
sales
sales
framework.
framework.
Now,
Now,
in order to
in order to
guarantee daily
guarantee
sales,
daily sales,
there are some
there
things
are
that
some
you need
things
to
that you
do
need to do weeks in
advance,
advance,
weeks in
weeks in
advance,
advance,
and one of
and one
them
of them
is in
is
picking
in
the right
picking the right
product
product
to market.
to market.
If you
If
get
you
this
get
one
this
wrong,
one wrong,
nothing else
nothing
here
else here
matters.
matters.
This
This
demand,
demand,
the
the
product,
product,
the
the
demand for the
demand for the
product should
product
be
should
there.
be there.
In
In
e-commerce or
e-commerce or in e-commerce in Nigeria or in most parts of Africa,
don't try to
don't try to
reinvent the
reinvent the
wheel.
wheel if you are a beginner.
Don't try
Don't
to
try to start
or
anything funny.
don't
Don't
try
try
to
to
start
start
something
something
new if
new
you're a
if you are a
beginner.
beginner.
Just
Just
go with the
go with the
rule
rule
that
that
says
says
look for a
look for
product
a
that is
product that
already
is already
selling.
selling.
Look for a
Look for
product
a
that has
product
a
that has a
demand.
demand,
Then
and
you
then you
start
start
marketing it
marketing it
with a
with a
superior
superior
marketing angle.
marketing angle.
You get.
You get.
So
So the five steps in the
daily
daily
sales
sales
framework is
framework is
demand. The
demand.
product
The
must have
product
the
must have the
demand.
demand.
You must have
You
a
must have a
creative
creative
that
that
can
can
hijack
hijack
attention.
attention.
Your
Your
product must
product
be a
must be a
product
product
with a
with a
creative
creative
that
that can
hijack
hijack
attention.
attention.
You know,
You know,
you should be able
you
to
should be able to
hijack
hijack
attention,
attention,
steal the
steal the
attention.
attention.
Like I would
Like I
say,
would say,
you have a
you should have a
creative that will be
creative
able
that
to
should be able to
distract
distract
people from
people from doom
scrolling.
scrolling.
The
The
third
third
thing in
thing
this
in
daily
this
sales
daily sales
framework
framework
is your
is
offer.
your offer.
It must be
It
an
must be an
irresistible
irresistible
offer.
offer.
And then
And then the
fourth is
fourth
your
is your
lead
lead
conversion
conversion
system. This
system. This
lead
lead
conversion
conversion
system
system
eh,
eh,
has
has
nothing to do
nothing to
with
do
your
with your
advertising
advertising
platform.
platform.
This
This
one is
one is
100% in
100%
your hand.
in,
It is 100% under your control. And if you mess up here,
and if you mess up
you are
here,
just going to be
you
dashing
are just going
Mark
to be
Zuckerberg
dashing
or
Mark Zuckerberg
TikTok,
or face or TikTok,
advertising
your
budget,
advertising budget,
burning up your
burning
advertising
up your
budget.
advertising budget if you don't have a good
Lead conversion
lead
system.
conversion system.
Then of
Then
course
of
your
course
lead
your lead
optimization. You
optimization.
cannot
You cannot
optimize what is
optimize
not
what is not
working.
working now. So
Before you
before you
optimize,
optimize,
the
the
system must be
system must be
working.
working.
You get. So
You
this
get.
is
So
like
this
the
is like the
5 step
5 step
process.
process. Like I
Some
said,
of these
some of
things
these things
happen
happen
weeks or
weeks or
months
months
before you
before
start
you start
even running
even
your
running
ad.
your ad.
And what do I
And what
mean
do I
by
mean
that?
by that?
What I mean
What I
by
mean
that
by
is
that is by
making
making
the
the
right
right
choice.
choice when it comes to the product.
So
So
for
for
e-commerce,
e-commerce,
one thing that
one
will
thing that
make
will
you
make you
enjoy
enjoy
selling
selling
online
online
is when you
is
sell
when
a
you sell a
product
product
that
that
solves a
solves a
problem.
problem.
When you sell
When
a
you sell a
product that
product that
provides a
provides a
real
real
solution.
solution.
So the
So
question
the
is,
question is,
whatever
whatever
product you are
product you are
selling now,
selling now, can you quickly tell us, can you explain
in one
in one
sentence the
sentence the
problem that your
problem that
product
your
is
product
solving?
is solving?
Or is it
Or is
just
it just based on trend?
or is it
Or
just
is it
based
just
on
based on,
okay, I
okay,
think
I
this one
think
will
this one
sell?
will sell?
Or is it
Or is
because
it
you
because
like
you
the
like the
product?
product?
If it is
If it
based
is
on any
based on
other
any
thing
other thing other
other
than the
than
fact
it
that it
provides a
provides a
solution to a
solution to a
problem,
problem,
then you
then
will
you will
struggle with such
struggle
a
with such a
product.
product.
But if it's a
But if it's
product
a
that
product that
provides a
provides a
solution
solution
that solves
that
a
solves the
problem,
problem,
then
then
you have
you have
solved the
solved the
first
first
step of
step
the
of the
problem,
problem,
which
which
is
is
having a
having a
product
product
that has a
that has a
demand.
demand.
Now, one
Now,
thing that
one thing
makes a
that makes a
product
product
a
a
good
good
fit
fit
for
for
selling
selling
online
online
is that
is that
it has to it has to
it has
find
to find it has to
provide any
provide
of
any of
it has
these,
to
it
provide
has
a
to provide a
solution to
solution
any
to
of
any of
these
these
problems.
problems.
You get.
You get.
The reason
The
why
reason
people
why
buy
people buy
things is
things is
because they want a
because they want
solution to
solution to
either their
either their
pain
pain
or their
or their
fears
fears
or
or
a
a
frustration
frustration
or an
or an
embarrassment.
embarrassment.
Like a
Like
lady
a
now
lady
with
now with
acne,
acne,
or a
or
lady
a
now
lady now
with dark
with dark
knuckles.
knuckles.
It's causing
It's
her
causing her
embarrassment,
embarrassment,
you know,
you know,
and
and
some
some
other
other
insecurities
insecurities
that
that
they might not
they
want to
might not
talk
want to talk
about,
about,
but they
but they
exist,
exist,
you know.
you know.
So your
So
product
your
should be
product
able
should
to
be able to
provide
provide
relief to
relief
pain,
to pain,
fear,
or fear, or
frustration, or
frustration, or
embarrassment, or
embarrassment,
it
or
could just
it
be
could just be
that the product
that
is
the product is
providing
providing
a
a
solution to an
solution to an
inconvenience,
inconvenience,
like
like
Uber.
Uber.
And for those in
And for those
Lagos,
in
item
Lagos,
seven,
item 7,
that
they are
doing
doing
massive
massive
numbers
numbers
because they
because they
provide
provide
a
a
solution to the
solution to the
inconvenience of
inconvenience of
walking,
walking,
leaving your place
leaving
of
your place
work,
of work,
and then
and
going
then
to
going
an
to
eatery
an
to go and
eatery to go
have
and
lunch.
have lunch.
With the app,
With the
you can
app, you
order
can
for
order for
your meal
your meals and it is
delivered
delivered in
less than
less
no
than
time.
no time.
You get the
You get
point.
the point.
So your
So
product
your product should
is providing
be
a
providing
solution
a
to
solution
one
to
of
one
these
of these or
or
two
more,
or one or
of these
more of these
problems,
problems,
because these are the
because these
reasons
are the
that people
reasons
are
that
buying.
people are buying.
You get. So
You
if
get.
your
So if
product
your product is not providing any of this solution,
then your product
then
is
your product is not
just there
is
to
just
catch
there to
cruise,
catch cruise.
it will not
It will
last,
not last,
and you can't
and
do
you
good
can't do good
numbers and
numbers and
do
do
consistent sales
consistent
with
sales
it.
with it.
So here are
So
some
here are some
examples of
examples
some
of some
products.
products.
Some of them
Some of
have
them
sold,
have sold, some of them
other people have
other
also
people have
sold.
also sold.
For
For
example,
example,
there was a
there
time
was a time
security
security
cameras
cameras
was
was
blowing up in
blowing up in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
And why is
And
it
why is
so?
it so?
One of the
One of
reasons
the
is
major reasons is
because
because
of
of
fear.
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 So
So people don't want to people don't want to
become
become
victims of
victims of
circumstance.
circumstance.
So they
So
monitor
they
their
monitor their
property. People
property.
don't want
People
to
don't want to
become
become
victim of
victim of
abuse.
abuse.
Okay,
Okay,
either child
either child
abuse or
abuse
child
or child
molestation. So
molestation.
people
So
put
people put
cameras in their
cameras in their
home
home
to
to
monitor what the
monitor what the
nannies are
nannies are
doing.
doing.
So it is
So
from
it is
this
from this
emotional
emotional
trigger of
trigger of
fear.
fear.
Let me know
Let me
what is
know what is
happening back
happening
home
back
at
home
each
at
point
each
in
point
time.
in time.
People buy
People
solar
buy solar
CCTV
CCTV
camera
camera and install
in
in their
their home.
home. Some
Could
could
even
even
be in
be
their place of
in their
work.
place of work.
They have a
They have a
business, they are not
business, they are
around.
not
Their
around,
staff
their
are
staff
stealing
are
from
stealing
them.
from
Business
them,
is
business
going
is
down.
going down. You
Can't
can't afford to
spend
have
millions
spent
of
millions
naira
of
building a
naira building a
business,
business,
and now
and now
somebody else is
somebody else
profiting
is
from it.
profiting from it because of your absenteeism.
And so
And
you say
so you say,
no,
no,
I have to
I
do
have to do
something.
something, and then
Install
you
a solar
install a solar
CCTV
CCTV
camera.
camera.
It is from
It
the
is from the
point of
point
fear.
of fear.
You know.
You know?
Another
Another example we have here is an
urgent need.
urgent need.
For
For
example, car
example,
jump
car
starter.
jump starter. Imagine you are traveling from Benin to
Abuja,
Abuja,
and
and you don't want to have a flat tire
anywhere
anywhere
along
along
Kogi
Kogi
Lokoja
Lokoja
because
because that's a kidnapper's
then.
den.
So because of
So
the
because of the
urgent need,
urgent need, you don't want any,
you need to
you
get
need to get
like a jump
like a
starter.
jump starter.
So that in
So that
case
in
you have
case you have
any
any
challenge of
challenge of maybe your
or
battery or
whatever,
whatever, maybe
you get to
you get to
Lokoja,
Lokoja, you park,
and you want
and
to
you
have
want to have
maybe a
maybe
bit
a
of
bit of
rest, maybe
rest,
30
maybe 30
minutes, or
minutes, or
grab
grab
something
something
and just
and
shoot,
just shoot,
and you
and
return
you
to your
return to your
vehicle.
vehicle,
You
you try to turn on the
before
vehicle and it's not
coming on
coming on,
battery
battery
wahala or
wahala or
whatever.
whatever.
With a jump
With a
starter,
jump starter, you can avoid that issue, and then
you're back
you
on
are
the road.
back on the road.
Or could it
Or
be,
could it be,
is it neck
is it neck
massager?
massager?
Any product
Any
that
product that
provides
provides
relief to
relief
pain
to pain
will always
will
sell.
always sell.
Come what
Come what
the
the
economy is
economy
saying,
is saying,
whether it's
whether it's
arthritis,
arthritis, whether
high
it is
blood
high blood
pressure.
pressure.
So far, the
So far,
product
the
is
product is
providing a
providing a
solution to
solution
pain,
to pain,
a human
a human
problem.
problem.
And like we
And like
usually
we
say,
usually say,
if your
if
product
your
is
product is
providing a
providing a
solution to
solution
a
to a
painful
painful
problem,
problem,
you are
you are
in
in
for
for
money.
money.
You
If
can
you
look
can
for a
look
product
for a
that
product that
provides
provides
solution to a
solution
painful problem and the product is
to
working, you will definitely make crazy sales because there are people with this pain. You know, so these are some of like the pointers you
you
need to be
know.
looking at
So these are some of like the
before
pointers you need
you
to be looking at
pick a product.
before
Now,
you
this is
pick
like
a
a product
product.
validation
Now,
checklist.
this is
So
like a
these are some
product
questions
validation
you can also
checklist.
ask
So these
yourself
are some
about the
questions you
product.
can also ask yourself about the
Number one,
product.
can it be
Number one, can
demonstrated
it
in
be
use?
demonstrated?
Can I
Can I
demonstrate this product
demonstrate
in
this
use?
product in use?
The second is,
The
can it be
second is, can
explained in
it be
30
explained
seconds?
in
In fact,
30 seconds? In fact, 30 seconds is too long.
can your product
Ma.
be
Can
explained
your product be explained in 10
5
seconds or
seconds?
in 5 seconds?
Or okay, let's leave it at
Or
the 30 seconds. Can it be explained in 30 seconds? If somebody see a video of your product without even saying anything, would they
okay, let's
understand
leave it
you?
at the 30
Yes.
seconds. Can it be explained in
Third
30 seconds? If
question is,
somebody
does it
see a
solve
video of
a
your
real
product
problem?
problem,
Does it solve
does
a
it
real
solve a real
problem?
problem?
Does it solve a
Does it
real
solve a
problem?
real problem?
If the
If
answer
the
is
answer
yes,
is
then you
yes,
move
then you
on.
move
Can
on. Can
customers
customers
buy this
buy this
product
product
impulsively?
impulsively?
Now, for this one, if it is solving a painful problem, then it's not about impulse. Okay? It's not about impulse. So it's not in every case somebody is buying a product for impulse. Impulse more is for those who are selling like trending products. You just see a product is trending. I like this. Let me get it. You can make money with that, but not long term. Okay? But then it's just something to be aware of. You can make money with impulse, but not long term. And then, of course, will Nigerians understand the product? So if you answer yes to at least 4 of these questions, then you have something really solid. So we just consider the first aspect of the daily sales framework. It starts with the product. And like we said, it has to be a product that has a demand. Now, we are moving over to the second aspect of the framework that guarantees daily sales. Now, we want to talk about your creative, the video, the image you are using for the adverts. And like we said, your creative should be able to steal attention. Your creative should be able to steal attention. Your creative should be able to stop the scroll. Your creative should be able to distract people from scrolling mindlessly. Remember, TikTok is not Jumia. TikTok is not Gigi. TikTok is not Konga. Neither is it Amazon. It's not a selling platform. Okay? It's a platform where people go for entertainment. So in order for you as a marketer to get their attention, your creative needs to be on point. Because no attention equals no click.
And no clicks equals no sales. You get?
Equals no sales. So the clicks must come true. That is where we come up with the metric click-through rate, CTR. So as a marketer, if you have a click-through rate of let's say 3 and above, it's fair enough. It means that for every 100 person, 3% of them are clicking through, which is also not a bad one, but it can get better. I have a campaign that is running that has about 8% click-through rate. And when we talk about creative, it mustn't be images. Sorry, it mustn't be videos. I mean, for those of us who advertise on Facebook, we can do very well with images as well. But for TikTok, images don't do too well. In my own experience, images don't do too well. Okay. So attention-grabbing videos is what you need to have. Now, what makes up an attention-grabbing video? Number one, the first 3-second rule. Okay. Remember, the goal of your advertisement, the goal of your creative is to stop the scroll, get their attention, steal their attention, and take it somewhere else. You get. People do not care about your logo. They don't care about your business name. People care about themselves. And the magic happens in the first 3 seconds. You get the point. So what needs to happen in the first 3 seconds of that your hook? There are so many ways you can go about it. It can be like a demonstration hook where you're just showing the product doing its thing. Okay? It can be a problem hook where you start with a problem. Like for one of our products, when I was selling an electric jack, in one of the video, the lady was the first scene was of a lady trying to use the normal regular jack to jack up a car so she can change the tires. And she just came in, demonstrated it, and then somebody else came, removed that jack, pulled it away, and then introduced the new one which we were selling, which is like the 3-in-1 electric jack. You get. So the first 3 seconds of your video need to be attention grabbing. You can lead with a story, you can come in with a demonstration of the product, you can also start with the problem of that the product is solving.
You get.
You get.
So
So that is one thing you need to have. And then for the ad itself, apart from the hook, it's a five-step process.
Okay,
it's a five-step process. The hook, the problem, the demo, the product, the benefit, show the benefit of the product, and then your CTA. The winning ad structure is your hook. And what is the purpose of the hook? It is to stop the scroll. Your hook should let them know, what is happening here? Let me lean in, let me see what's happening. You get. And then the next thing is, once you get them to stop, show them the problem that the product is about to solve. And then show the product solving that problem, and then mention the benefits of the product, and finally lead with your call, end with your call to action. You get. And nothing too fancy. You can do all of this with a 15 seconds video or a 30 seconds video, as the case might be. You can also do this with a 2 minutes video. Depends on how you are going about it. You get the point. So you have your hook, you have the hook is the first part. The problem, the demonstration of the product in action, benefits of the product, and why they should buy from you, and of course your CTA. These parts must be in your advert. You know. So attention grabbing creative is what we just considered. Your creative need to have attention. You need to grab attention. And then the third aspect of the framework for daily sales. Once you have generated, gotten your product, you've gotten a good video, you need a good offer. Product don't sell. Offers is what you sell. People don't buy products, they buy outcome. Okay? People don't buy products, but they buy outcome. So can somebody give me an example of the product they are selling, if you are comfortable? So we can just play with it, so we can know the difference. When we say products and then offer, we can demonstrate something. Can somebody mention the name of the product he's selling? Or any product at all? Just mention any product. Let me show you something.
Blend 8-in-1 blender, sir. Badefo blender.
8-in-1. Okay, thank you. You can mute your device. 8-in-1 blender. So if I want to sell an 8-in-1 blender, say for example, I don't know anything about the product. The first thing I will do is I will go over to ChatGPT and I'll tell ChatGPT to create me a good offer, an irresistible offer for the Nigerian market, selling this using the cash on delivery method. That is a simple way I can do it. An alternative and a better way to do it is this. Instead of you just jumping on ChatGPT to just create an offer, this is what I'm going to do. I will go to Facebook Ad Library. Okay? I'll go to Facebook Ad Library and I will look for Blender. Advertisement, other people that are advertising Blender. I will go on their sales page and I will check what is their offer. What are they giving for somebody who is selling 8-in-1 blender? Okay, let me just see. So I'm actually at the. Let's make this interactive. I hope it's not too small. 8-in-1 blender. Okay. Let's see what Facebook will give us. Let's see what Facebook will give us. So we have 2,800 advertisement for blenders in Nigeria. Look at it. That tells you something. I already know before. Right from this time, I was selling on Jumia. That blender is an all-time best seller. Blenders, all-time best seller. You have a blender that works, can demonstrate it, you will pack a lot of money. Okay, so now I don't know anything about blenders, and
I'm seeing some offers.
I'm seeing some offers. Kitchen Pride.
Kitchen Pride has a lot.
Kitchen Pride has about four adverts. I don't know who owns this ad. Anyway, let me just look through.
Same company.
This is the same company.
Here. You see, they're using an image here, and then they are using a video.
So they are using an image here.
You see it.
Use a video here. You see it. So let's just see their offer. So you can open that one there, and then let's go and look for another one.
They have different videos.
Kitchen Pride. They have different videos. This one is another video that they have.
This one is a kitchen.
This one is a kitchen and appliance warehouse and whatever.
This one is
Chinese people advert. I've seen it already.
This one is even sending it to WhatsApp.
This one is even sending it to WhatsApp. So that's not the type we want. Let's see this one. Second one.
So what we
are doing, we are just trying to see the offers that they have in the market. Okay.
So let's
just do these three.
Okay. So this one is 7 in 1.
Okay. So this one is 7 in 1. Madam.
So this one is 7 in 1, which is an advantage. So if you want, you have is 8 in 1.
Advantage. So if you want, you have is 8 in 1. No wahala. So this is 7 in 1. They just list out all the. This one is a blender and a food processor. They just list out the features. Let me see their form.
Promo heavily discounted.
Promo heavily discounted. Pay this or buy 2 for this, saving you this. Things like this, people don't buy 2 most times.
So you see the offer the person is
putting out here. See the offer the person is putting out. 1 kitchen magnet, 7 in 1 blender. That's all the person has here. Buy 2 at this amount. 3. This is a very weak offer. This is a very, very weak offer. But I will show you something. Let's just go to this one is how many? 8 in 1. Okay, maybe it's this type you are talking about, Abi. This one is 8 in 1. Okay. Let's see the offer. Chargeable. Okay, so this person is giving. If you buy this 8 in 1 multi-purpose blender, you will get a free rechargeable blender gift plus free delivery. That's what she said. That people will get. Basic special offer. 1 big carton of 8 in 1 days plus 1 pack of mini rechargeable blender plus free delivery. Okay. This one try, Sha. This one is also fine. Then this is another one, 8 in 1 commercial blender. Okay. So this one is selling 125. This one is selling 99,000. 81. Is it the same? This is Kenwood. But I'm not sure this is Kenwood. Let me see. This is not Kenwood or Kitchen Smart. Not Kenwood. Okay, so let's just see this one's offer and then we can just see what we can do. So this one says this for plus one spice rack. Okay. So they are giving you a free gift, 1 free gift, spice rack. Okay, this is it. Spice rack. Okay. This is a good one. This is a good gift item. Okay. So now, please don't order if you are not ready. Okay. They will still order whether you write it or you don't write it. So I said, be ready. Okay, so now what I will do is I will go to ChatGPT now. I'll go to ChatGPT and can say I can say something like this. I sell an 8 in 1 blender Okay, let me say blender and food processor. At how much? 135,000 naira. Okay. With the cash on delivery model, create an irresistible offer for this product called okay, for this product. Okay. Let me just see what it's going to give me. I already have two things we can add. So you see what it's telling me now. It said a complete kitchen transformation bundle. Prepare, blend, chop, grind, mix, and juice like a professional chef, all with one powerful machine. Buy what you get. Okay. 8-in-1 premium blender and food processor. Okay. If you buy this, first bonus, Nigerian recipe collection. Okay. Kitchen efficiency guide. 30 days healthy smoothie challenge. Free nationwide delivery. Risk 7-day peace of mind guarantee. No, I will not do 7 days. Scarcity. Okay, so this is the offer they are putting out. With them, they are doing cash on delivery, free delivery. I will say 30 days money back guarantee. And then I can say 3 free gifts. 2 will be a digital guide, an ebook, maybe this Nigerian recipe collection, and this 30 days healthy smoothie challenge. Okay, as 2 gifts, then plus a physical gift. Okay, so my own offer can read like this. It can be buy 1 premium blender at 130. Buy 1 8-in-1 premium blender and food processor at 135,000 plus, and get 3 free gifts plus free delivery plus payment on delivery when you order today. In fact, I'm also going to add a video guide. Okay, a video guide on how to use the different 8 feature of the blender. Okay, so in fact, they're going to get a more like a video guide. You get a video guide, 3 gifts, 2 digital guide plus 1 physical product plus free delivery plus payment on delivery when you order today. You get. So it's a much better offer than just buy 1 blender at this, or buy 1 blender at this amount plus 1 free gift. You get. So that is how you come up with better offers. You know, better offers. You can always use ChatGPT to create all these ebook as a guide that you are using. So Madam Ifenwa, I've given you an offer you can run with. Okay, you can run with that. So irresistible offers, it should be better. What makes an irresistible offer? There are 4 major things: product, bonus, guarantee, and urgency. So I said buy 1 premium 8-in-1 blender and get 3 free gifts. That's the bonus. 3 free gifts plus payment on delivery plus free delivery when you order, plus a video guide when you order today only. That's urgency. Guarantee. The guarantee is On the if you're having a website, you cannot include on your website 30 days money back guarantee. You get anything happen, just call us, we'll fix it and all of that. But of course, before you can make such a guarantee, you know that your product must be working, and you must be selling something that works, not just a random product. You get the point, not just a random product. Because if you don't have a product that is working, you will not be confident in giving guarantee. You get. So personally, I sell a lot of gadgets, and most times I'm able to give like a 1 year guarantee stroke warranty. You get anything I cannot give you 1 year guarantee for, because it's a device, it can break down, it can, but I should be able to give you like a 1 year guarantee or warranty. And many times those things don't happen. And even if you get bad, not every customer will even remember to reach out to you. But even if they do, we know we have a system in place to handle their complaints. So it's not a fake guarantee. It's not a fake guarantee. You get the point. So your product, your bonus, your guarantee, your warranty, and urgency will give you a better offer, a superior offer compared to what your competitors are giving. So if your competitors are selling for 135, with only your guarantee, you can sell for 145 or even more, because the certainty is there. And in sales, is a combination of trust, energy, certainty. Those are the things that makes the sales possible. So if you can find a way to give more than your competitors, you'll be able to sell out really fast. Okay. So things like setup guide, video guide, installation guide, payment on delivery, free delivery, and of course the bonuses. Okay. So now we've talked about the three first important aspects of your daily sales system. We started by saying your product must be on point, must be a product that has a demand, a product that solves a problem. Secondly, we looked at the attention grabbing creative. Your creative should be able to get the attention, steal the attention from TikTok, and send them to your website or send them to your order form, as the case might be. And just a few seconds ago, we just concluded talking about offer creation, how you can look up the market, see what other people are selling, and enter the market with a superior offer. A superior offer will always win any day, anytime, except the person doesn't know what he is doing. And the truth is that many people who sell online, they don't know what they are doing. That's just the truth. Many of them don't know what they are doing. They're just gambling. So if you have a system and you know what you are doing, selling online physical products in Africa, in Nigeria, it won't be difficult for you. You get, because most people, majority, don't know what they are doing. That's the truth. That's just the truth. So now let's talk about something very important. Your lead conversion system. Your lead conversion system. This one, if you like, you have a good product, you have a winning creative, you have a good offer. If you mess up here, sorry, you are losing money. You are going to be burning your advertisement budget if your lead conversion system is broken. The way we run e-commerce here is a very broken system. Payment on delivery. So that is why you notice some people will write on their websites, if you know you are going to travel, please don't fill my form. Some people will even be swearing, don't fill my form. If you know you are not going to be available, don't fill the form. But even with all those plenty threats and everything, the people with coconut head will still fill the form and nothing will happen. You only complain. So you need to have a very good lead conversion system. So what I'm going to share with you is, I will share with you what we're doing last year when we were using, when there was no even what is it called, TikTok Ads Manager. We only had the TikTok Promote feature. How many of us know the TikTok promote feature? If you know the TikTok promote feature and if you have used it before, comment 1. If you know the TikTok promote feature and if you have used it before, comment 1. How many of us on this call have used the TikTok promote feature before? Just comment a 1 on the chat. How many of us have used the TikTok promote feature? Please confirm if you can hear me, because I'm not seeing any response. What's it happen? Okay, I'm seeing some few responses now. Okay, that's good. Let me go to the chat. Okay. Mr. Peter, Mr. Onyeka, okay, Mrs. Adebayo, okay. Madam Alifan, okay. Somebody said, I know it, but I haven't used it yet. Okay, that's fine. So, when we are using the TikTok promote feature last year, this is what we are doing. For TikTok promote, then it was purely DM advertisement. So we set up the adverts, and then the call to action is a messaging button. So people will send you a DM on TikTok. You get, and we tried DM from TikTok to WhatsApp and other platforms. All those ones didn't really give us good results. So what really worked for us is the DM us and we start the conversation with them. Now, it's not like TikTok Ads Manager that they will just go fill the form. You already have their details. No. This one, they will just respond by saying, I'm interested. How much? How can I get it? You get the point. And you now have to start a conversation with them so you can get their phone number. That was the strategy. It was not too easy and straightforward, but we used it to do good numbers. So what we're doing is, the moment somebody messages us, I'm interested. Hi. How much is it? Whatever they say, we just respond. Thank you so much for reaching out and expressing interest in XYZ products. If they have said how much, we will respond to them. Product this sells for 90,000 naira plus. We don't just say it sells. We don't just say they ask you how much and we say it's 90,000 and you wait. No. You respond and say, thank you so much for reaching out. XYZ product sells for 90,000 plus 2 free gifts plus payment on delivery plus free delivery when you order today. And then we say, kindly send us your WhatsApp number so we can call you to answer all of your questions about the product. Or WhatsApp or call us on, we drop our phone number. You get the point. WhatsApp or call us on, we drop our phone number, and we've already sent a message. Kindly send us your WhatsApp number so that we can call to answer any question you have about the product. Not so that we can deliver. No. Not so that we can deliver, because some of them, they will not just respond. You get? So when we send that message, some of them, if you send the message almost immediately that they are sending their DM, which is what I'm going to talk about. Once you reply them early enough, for most of them, they will send you their phone number for you to call them. Why for some, few ones, they will call you. Okay? Some will call you. Some will tell you, I don't take calls. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. They'll drop their WhatsApp number. However they respond, either they call you or they send you a WhatsApp number or they drop you a phone number and ask you to call them, respond ASAP. Like ASAP. If you fail to respond on time, somebody drop a message and you come and you respond after 30 minutes or 45 minutes or 1 hour, forget it, that lead is gone. Because most people would rarely come back and be chatting with you. Once they leave that DM. They have moved on. They don't borrow, go another side of TikTok. If I thought they are still in TikTok. So then our strategy is you have to respond within 10 minutes. So we actually employed 2 staff then. One was working 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. manning the DM. She's just on the DM. Any DM that comes in, she responds immediately. She does that 8 to 6. Another person resumed from 6 p.m. Okay, he resumed from 6 p.m. till 11. Now, for those of us who do e-com, you know that you get the most orders early in the morning and late in the evening. From 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you get more order. And then in the morning, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you get a lot of orders. So we have 2 staff in charge of the DM. Nothing like it was early morning. In fact, before we employed those staff, because I was the one manning the DM at the time, I wake up as early as 4 a.m. and I check. You see comments of people. So once you respond to them that early, there was a lady that I remember, I will not forget. That lady was in Abuja. She messaged me, she messaged us, and I responded immediately because I was up. I think it was around 5 in the morning. I responded immediately. And when she saw it, she said, how did she even say? Whether AI? She said AI. Say all this your AI, all this is an AI response. I say it's not AI, it's a real human responding. And then she dropped her phone number. And then I said, I'm calling you now. And she said, okay. Then I called her. And the moment she heard my voice, she started laughing. And myself, I started laughing. I said, so you see that it's not AI, it's a human that is talking. That was how we just entered, closed her, got her details, arranged to deliver. You get the point? This was the system. So we respond to the DM and the comment section. Now, this is how we respond to comments. When people say, how much? I'm interested. How do I get it? Can you deliver to this place? We respond by saying, thank you so much for your interest in this product. The product sells for, we just say 90,000, for example, 90K. Then we now say, please check your DM. We just sent you a message. So we respond to the comments and we send them a DM. 2 ways of reaching out to them. We send them a message. We respond to the comments and we DM them. Check your DM, we just sent you a message. How much is the product? We'll put the price, 90K. Please check your DM, we just sent you a message. And what are we sending them in the DM? Thank you very much for your interest. Product XYZ sells for 90K plus 2 free gift plus payment on delivery plus free delivery when you order today. Kindly send us a phone number so we can call you to answer any question you have about the product. Or WhatsApp or call us on, put our phone number. You see this thing I'm explaining? This thing, it's not easy, but if you can do it, you will make a lot of money. If the 3 other aspects we've considered before is actually on point, that is, your product has demand, you have a creative that is attention grabbing, and you have a good offer, then you layer this one, your conversion system on it. We used it to do 9 figures with just TikTok last year. So everything I'm telling you is not what I watched from YouTube video or what I read from a book or what I read from a course. It is what we did last year. So even before the TikTok Ads Manager came, people were already crushing it on TikTok. So when I see people say, promote does not work, I say, well, no wahala. I don't need to be debating with you. You get? So that's basically your lead conversion system. You need to be on point. You must respond on time. Okay? So this was what we did last year, and it's working, and it is still working till now. It's still working till now. Okay? Now, after you have gotten the phone number, what is the next step? Conversion, confirmation call. Some people call it confirmation call, some people call it closing. I like to call it closing. So now the person has given you his number. What do? Call the person immediately. and try to close them. Find out why are they buying the products, who are they buying it from, for, and then you tell them the offer, tell them if the product is going to be a good fit for them, remind them about the price, you remind them about your arrangement for delivery, confirm the availability for delivery, and then you schedule them for delivery if they are available. If they are not, if they say, okay, I'm going to be available so and so day, set a reminder. On that day morning, your reminder will remind you. So person said it's going to be available today. You give the person a call in the morning. You call the person, okay, Mr. John, thank you so much for the. I'm calling to follow up with you. You know, you said that you're going to be available for delivery today. So should we proceed with the delivery? If he says yes, confirm the time. Oh, he says deliver before 4 p.m. because I couldn't deliver. Once it's 4 o'clock, asking me to deliver, that guides you. So when you are passing your information to your delivery agent, you have to deliver before 2 p.m. because some of them they get weary for it. They will go and do all the other deliveries first, and then at their own convenient time they want to go and deliver. You tell them you have to deliver before 2 p.m. so that if they even mess up at least 3, they should be there so that you can, collect your money sharply. So you see this confirmation thing. Confirmation is very important. Confirmation is very, very important. If you don't confirm your orders, my brother, you are going to not, you will not be able to generate sales. Because if you are just calling them to ask them, okay, you placed order, okay, your name is this, your phone number is this, your institution location, okay, we are going to bring it tomorrow or we are going to bring it today. Many of them will ghost you. So your confirmation must be on point. Your closing must be on point. You get, your closing must be on point. So I've mentioned 2 things. For those using the promote feature, get to respond to their DMs on time, respond to the comment section on time, and then monitor, yes, monitor your comment section. And when you have gotten the phone number, go on your confirmation call with them to close them properly. But for those of us who are using the TikTok Ads Manager, the TikTok Ads Manager brings you the details of the customer, phone number, name, address, whatever they are buying and all that. So you are calling them from a point of, okay, we received your order for so and so products. Why are you buying this product?
Are you buying it for yourself or your friend or your family member? Things like that.
Is it
Close them properly. Very important.
For this, I talked about this before. You must call within minutes, not hours, minutes. So the day you start running TikTok ad, that day, you and your phone, if you don't have a staff yet, you and your phone must be very close. So you can be able to call the customers
within minutes.
In
10 minutes,
15 minutes, within minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sweet spot. Anything more than that, it's a problem. So you must call. And then of course confirmation scripts. But like I said the other day, we don't really do confirmation. We close them. We have a script, a very long, lengthy script. We can talk with the customer for like 3-5 minutes. We are not in a hurry because if you don't close them well, you will get failed delivery. But when you close them very well, it builds the excitement, and then customer will be waiting, looking forward, anticipating the delivery of your product. You get the point. So that is something about the process. So leads, closing, and confirmation of calls. Very, very important. Very, very important. So this is like the 4th part of your daily sales. Now let me give you one mathematics. For those of you who are running conversion
Ads managers campaign, like I told you guys.
TikTok ads managers campaign, like I taught you guys. Okay, let me just hold on. Let me do something.
Should I use calculator? Let me use calculator.
Should I use calculator? Okay, let me use calculator.
Let me use calculator so that it will be.
Let me use calculator so that it will be easy. So here's my calculator.
So I was speaking with
So I was speaking with one of my student plus a client that I'm running campaign for. She says a skincare. She has a skincare brand, and she started advertising on TikTok
in February.
in February.
She has
spent about 1.6 million in advertisement, and she generated 510 orders. 510 orders.
That's what she
has generated. 510.
Now,
This 510, that's what we call
your closing
your closing rate, that is after calling the customer, and then your delivery rate.
Now,
for us, we usually have like a 50% closing rate, which means for every order we get at the end of maybe the day or the end of the week or the end of the month,
we
we usually close about 50%. About 50%. So what that means is that 50% of the customer will tell you, okay, you can bring the product, I'm ready, deliver. That's what I mean. You've called them, you've closed them, you say bring it. 50%. Now of that 50%, we usually have around, on a good month, we can get sometimes 70% delivery rate. Right? On a bad month, maybe 50% delivery rate. Or maybe in a month where, like we are currently experiencing for one of our products, we ran out of stock. Supplier did not inform us on time that it's running out of stock. All of a sudden, boom, no product again, and we are kind of stuck. So but if you don't have those kind of out of stock issues and all of that,
we
usually get around on the average 65% delivery rate. Okay, 65% delivery rate. So I was now asking my client, like, okay, I'm seeing you spent 1.6 million within the period of February to today, and you generated 510 orders. I said, how many of these orders have been successfully delivered? She said, gosh, sorry, I've not been tracking it. I've not been, she put to bed about 2 months ago or so. I think about a month after we started, she started advertising on TikTok, she put to bed. So she was like, I've been busy, my baby, I've not really been checking, but I will try and do better. She just owned up. And I was not telling her, okay, no problem. Going forward, you should be doing it because you need to know your numbers. You need to know whether you're making profit or not. So let me plug in our own numbers to this number of orders she had. Now she spent 1.6. So how will I calculate this? Let's say we close 50% of this order. That is 50% of them say we should bring it. 50% of this is divided by 2. We'll give up 50%. We divide this by 2. We have 255, which means of the 510 orders, 255 persons said, Oga, you can bring it, you can deliver. Okay, very good. So now, of this 255, if we have a 60% delivery rate, how many orders will that amount to? So to do that, you will do, okay, let's do 65. 65 divide by 100. Okay? 65 divided by 100 is 0.65. 0.65 times the number of closed orders, which is 255. That brings it to 165.7 delivered orders. So from 510, you are getting 165 delivery orders. And now for this, my client, she's selling a product of 45,000 naira. Okay?
45,000
45,000 naira.
So that brings
So that brings our revenue to 7.4 million naira. 7.4 million naira
from
an advertising budget of 1.6 is bringing out 7.4 million naira in revenue. Now, this is a hypothetical scenario. I mean, she didn't have her numbers. But let us say worst case scenario. She has a 50% closed rate and she has a 50% delivery rate. Let's calculate how much would that amount to. 50 divide by 2. 50 divided by 100.
That's
That's 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 times the number of closed orders. That's 127.5. So this is 127 deliveries. So 127 times the price of our product, 45,000. That brings our revenue to 5.7 million naira. You get the point. So as an e-commerce business owner or someone selling physical products, you need to know your numbers. You need to know your numbers. You get the point. So if, for example, you now generate 100 orders, for example, and you're only able to get 20 people to say, okay, bring it, then I know that there's a problem with your system of lead conversion. If you have a good product, you have a good creative, you have a good offer, and you're getting orders, but of every 100 orders, is only 20 out of them that you are able to close, and they say bring it. That means your lead conversion system is broken. It's either you're not calling them on time, or you're not responding to their comments, or you're not responding to the DM on time, or you are using somebody that is confirming the orders instead of closing them. You know, the lead conversion system is broken, and that can lead to wasted advertising budgets. You get? So that is where you now come to this yield optimization. If you don't know your numbers, you cannot optimize anything. You don't know how many closed orders, you don't know how many sales, you don't know how many successful deliveries, the percentage of successful deliveries, how much you made in revenue, what is your net profit, what's your gross profit. You don't know all those things. There's no need for optimization because you cannot optimize what you don't know. That's why I said this initially. If your lead conversion system is poor and is broken, forget optimization. You don't need to even come here first. But if it's properly in check, your numbers, you know them, then you can now track. Okay, what is the click-through rate? What is the delivery rate? What is the close rate? What is the revenue? And things like that. You get the point. So these 5 steps, very, very important. Very, very, very important. You get the point. These are daily sales equations. So let me give you a quick. Now you know that. Okay. Now you know that. At least for us, 50% of every order we get, we close them. We tell us bring it, and on a good month we can get like up to 70% delivery rates. Okay, and I sell a product of 65,000 naira. Now, another thing you need to know as a business owner, if you want to solidify your ability to get sales every day, the question you want to ask yourself is, okay, how much is it costing me to get one order? Okay, how much is it costing me to get one order? So let's say, for example, every lead costs you maybe 2,000 naira. Okay, 2,000 naira. So which means if I want to generate 30 orders per day, I should be looking at spending 2,000 times 30, which is 60,000. So if I spend 60,000, I'll get 30 orders. Now, if I get 30 orders, 30 divided by, and I get a 50% close rate. 50% of 30 is 15, right? Now, out of the 15, If I get a 70% delivery rate, let's use the maths calculator.
I
I
have
have 30 orders
and
and I confirmed and I closed 50%. That brings the order to 15. 15 people say, okay, Oga, deliver.
Out of the 15,
Out of the 15, I have a 70% delivery rate. So let's calculate 70 divide
by
by
100.
100. 0.7 times 15. 15 close orders. That's 10.5. 10.5 delivered. Out of the 15 orders, 10 was delivered. Now this 10, my product is 65,000.
That gives me
That gives me a revenue of 682,000 naira. 682,000 naira from an advertising budget of how much? 60,000 per day. Which means if I want to aim to do a million naira in revenue per day, I should be looking at spending, if my lead cost per lead or cost per order is still at 2,000, I need to generate 60 orders. I generate 60 orders, 50% of them is closed. Which I hope this thing is clear, guys. Let me know. Am I making sense or is this thing confusing to you people? Let me know if I'm making sense.
Yes, you are making sense, sir.
All right. So if
All right.
Please,
If I want to do a million naira,
not a lot of information here, but from my own end, are you sure we can grasp all this information? Because everything you've been talking about now is you are just peeling nuggets here, so we can grab all this in our moment. My head are full.
show you the right. Show you the right. Show you the right.
Hey, if my own head can full now, imagine other people's head.
Chief.
Okay.
As the spirit lead you. So anytime you're coming to my class, carry your biro and your paper and be writing. Because I'm giving you as a day.
all right.
All right. So basically, so let me just do the last scenario. So basically, the last scenario, and then maybe I'll take questions and I'll wrap up for today. So 30,000 naira. You see that with a budget
and a mid-ticket product of 65,000.
And a mid-ticket product of 65,000 naira, you are already at 600 and something thousand. So if you want to do like a million naira in revenue per,
if your advertising cost per lead
is still 2,000 naira, take note of. So if it's 2,000 naira, okay, so if you are spending 120,000 divided by 2,000, that's 60 orders. So 60 orders, 50% of them closed, as in you call the 60. Some say tomorrow, some say next tomorrow, some say
my brother, place the order. I'm not around. I travel. At the end of
the some say other traveled. At the end of the day, 30 of them say, okay, I'm ready, bring it. 30.
Now,
You say they are,
you have a,
now of this 30, you have a,
let's say you have a 60% delivery rate.
Let's say you have a 60% delivery rate. 60%, 60 divided
by 100.
By 100.
0.6 times
0.6 times the 30
confirmed orders.
Confirmed orders.
30 confirmed orders.
So of the 30 confirmed orders, you have 8 deliveries. 18 deliveries. So your product is 65.
So this give you 1.1.
So this give you 1.1 million in revenue. Revenue, not profit. Revenue.
Okay, you delivered 8.
Take note.
And you got.
You delivered 18 and you got.
For example.
So let's say, for example,
let's say you are making a profit of like.
Let's say you are making a profit of like 10,000.
Successful delivery 10,000
times 18. Order. Successful delivery 10,000 times 18.
Okay. times 18. Sorry.
Okay, times 18. Sorry.
So for that day, your profit is.
So for that day, your profit is 180,000.
This is profit, not
This is profit, not ad budget, not revenue. Profit, 180,000. You get the point.
Ideally, it's
So ideally, it's supposed to be more than this because most times we don't. It's only a very competitive product that you'll be getting profit of about 10,000. Ideally, it's supposed to be getting maybe like 20, 15, 18,000 naira in profit. It depends on your product, it depends on your offer, how you structure everything. But ideally, 15K profits for a mid-ticket product should be fair enough. Okay? 15K, fair enough. So now
let
us use a smaller number, like the one we used before, 30,000.
For every 30,000,
For every 30,000 you spend,
cost per lead is still 2,000. You are getting 15.
If your cost per lead is still 2,000, you are getting 15 orders. Okay?
You deliver.
For that 15 orders,
for example,
you deliver 7, for example, which means on a daily basis, if you keep spending that amount of 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 every day, there is no way you will not make sale on except maybe on Sundays, because you would definitely generate orders. And with the 5 framework in place, product with demand, creative with attention grabbing hook, good offer, good lead conversion system, you should be able to generate orders on a daily basis. You get generate your orders. So if you have a system already of generating consistent orders, then consistent sales is not going to be a problem. But if today you generate 5 orders, tomorrow 1, next tomorrow 0, the other day you say, I don't know if I will run out though, then it now looks like you are gambling. But if you have this kind of system in place, you know, okay,
3,000 to get 1 order.
it costs
So if I need 10
me
orders per day,
around 2,500 or 3,000 to get 1 order. So if I need 10 orders per day, I should be looking at spending 3,000. I'm able to close 50%. Okay, I have 5 persons that say bring it. If out of the 5, you're able to deliver to 3, you know, say you are good for the day as a beginner. You get the point. So that's basically how you guarantee daily consistent sales. It's not hoping, it's not posting mindlessly,
it's by being intentional,
but it's by being intentional and by following these blueprints. So I would like to stop here. Any questions? I know we've covered a lot.
So that's why I didn't mention it. If it works,
I'm
fine and good, I'll show you the recording. But if it doesn't work,
recording, but I don't know if it's going to work on it. If it works, fine and good, I'll share recording. But if it doesn't work, then take it as one of those hit and run session. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can use the raise hand icon and let's just take some questions before we wrap up for today. I'm seeing Madam Adebayo.
You can unmute yourself and speak.
You can unmute yourself and speak.
You can unmute yourself and speak, man.
You can unmute yourself and speak, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for the class. Honestly, it's mind blowing. It's
You're welcome.
let me not just talk so much. Okay, but thank you in short. So, the first question I have is first slide that you said that when people kill hearts too early. So my first question is, what's the time frame to consider too early to kill heart? Then
Okay, so it
the
depends
second
on.
Okay, go ahead.
okay.
Okay,
Should
go
I
ahead
ask
with the second
everything?
question.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
So
Yes, go
the
ahead.
second question now, where you are talking, okay, like it's a 2 in 1.
No, Alan, go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
I've been into this reform for a while,
No,
and what
Alan,
I
go ahead.
noticed is
Go
that
ahead.
I've not started using TikTok. I I just
Okay.
yeah. So I've been using Facebook, but what I notice is that results do not
Network is
come like
your network is dangling.
it comes
Mm,
as a 1,000 maybe like five version is 2,000. Abi yes, 2,000. But on I
Adebayo,
get some days I can
the
get
network is
five,
breaking.
some days. So there is irregularities. So it doesn't make the numbers to add up times. So that's the first. Then the second one is about optimization. I know we are not talking about Facebook there, but I'm just trying to put in that I don't know if that's exactly how it works for TikTok too. If I'm trying to say scale, okay, they have been spending maybe like 40,000, I mean 20,000, and it has been doing well. So I felt okay, I want to start doing 40,000. But most times I still get the results of 20,000 when I'm spending 40,000. So sometimes I will have to go back and start doing the 20,000 again. So I can just, so most times it makes it kind of hard to scale. So I probably feel that maybe I don't know how to scale, but it's kind of tricky. So I don't know if there is a way you can shed more light on that. I don't know if
Okay,
you understand me.
I got
Can you hear me?
I got some I got
Oh
some
my
part
God.
of your question.
I got
Hello?
some part of
The
your
network didn't allow me to
question,
get
but the network didn't allow me to get everything.
half
But
of
let me
what
Oh
just
I
God.
heard you say,
recap what
and let
I
me
heard you
see
say,
if
Okay.
I got
and let
it.
me see if I
Please
got
confirm if you
everything.
can hear me clearly. Please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
Please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
I
I can
can.
hear you. Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
your first question is
So your
what is the
first question
time
is,
frame
what is the time
for
frame
testing
for
a campaign?
testing
Yes, to
a
consider too
campaign?
early to kill an
When,
ad.
Yeah. Then the second
yeah.
question you were
Then the
asking
second
is
question you were asking
that the
is
result of Facebook
that the result of Facebook ad is not consistent. Sometimes you want to
Mm.
scale, you increase your budget, and you are still getting the result of when you have a lower budget.
Yes.
I think something like that, right?
for
Yes.
Okay,
the
so
first
for
question,
the first question,
when to consider
when to consider
when is too
when
short,
is too
or
short,
what time frame
or what
is too
time
short
frame is too
to
short
say that a
to say
campaign
that a campaign is
you are turning it up
you
too
are
short.
turning it up too short.
Ideally, you're supposed to
Ideally,
Mm.
you're
let
supposed
the
to let the campaign run for like,
to be honest,
to be
if not
honest,
with the
if
money,
not with the money,
it's supposed to run
it's
like
supposed
a
to
week,
run like a week,
Mm.
but because the
But
funds is
because the
not
funds
there
is not
to be
there to
burning
just be
and all of
burning
that,
and all of that,
most people will say
most
like
people will say like 3 days.
you get.
You get.
Most people will say
Most people
at
will say
least
Okay.
at least
3 days.
3 days.
You get at
You
least
get at
3 days.
least 3 days.
Now,
Now,
another thing too
another
that
thing
you
too
also
that
need to
you also need to
consider is
consider is
how was
how
the
was the
campaign set up?
campaign set up?
How many
How
creative
many
are you
creative are
using?
you using?
With the
With the
Andrometer
Andrometer
something,
something,
it's
Mm.
it's
a game of
a game of
creative.
creative.
So
So
you need to
you need to
have
have
a lot of
a lot of
creative
creative
targeting different
targeting different
angles
angles
for the product
for
you
the
are
product you are
selling,
selling,
so that
so that
so that you let
so that you let
Facebook.
Facebook.
I mean,
I
there are
mean,
different
there are
school of
different
thought,
school of thought,
but the
but
popular
the
one is
popular one is
you do one
you do one
campaign, one
campaign,
ad set,
one ad set,
and
and
multiple ads
multiple ad
under
under
that
that
one
one
ad
ad
set.
set.
So you can have
So you can have
Sorry,
multiple.
maybe like
multiple as in how many?
It could be
it
as
could be as
Like a
many.
many as
minimum of
possible. Maybe
For me,
for me,
I do
I
like
do
10
like 10 minimum, 10 creative
under
voila.
under
one ad
one ad campaign,
under one
under
ad
one
set.
ad set.
So
So
before
Wow.
the
before
end
the
of
end of
day
day
two,
two,
I'm
I
should be able
should
to
be able to
identify the
identify the
creative that
creative
Facebook
that
is
Facebook
pushing,
is pushing,
the one that
the one that
the
Facebook
one
is
that is
the one
spending
is
more
spending
money.
more money.
And from
And
those
from that
ones,
one, I should be looking at the click through rate.
what is the
What is the
click-through
click
rate
through
like?
rate like? If it is higher than 3, I know that, okay, this one is showing potential. But the first thing I look out for is which one is giving me leads or orders. We call it orders, but in the grand scheme of things, it's actually lead. That's just the truth. So which of them is giving me orders? How many orders have I gotten? Which of them is giving me orders? The one not giving me orders, after the 2, the 3, turn them off. The ones giving you orders, you let them run. You get the point. But there's another school of thought that you don't need to allow Facebook to be showing you the one that will allow everything to run equally. So some people have the opinion that, okay, if you have 5 creative, for example, put each of them, or sorry, if you have like, let's say you have 15 creative and you want to do, okay, let's say you have 10, you want to do 2 creative, 2 ad sets, 1 campaign, 2 ad sets. Under each ad set, you have 5 videos. You give each ad set the same budget, maybe 2.5 each, or if you are spending 10K in total, 5,000 here, 5,000 the other place, and then you allow both of them to run instead of you doing CBO to allow Facebook to do the apportioning of the budget. It is not going to be on your campaign level, your ad set level, and that way most of the ads will run, and you'll be able to identify the one that is truly the winner, and then the ones that are not working, you kill them or you turn them off, as the case might be. So to answer your question, long and short, minimum of 3 days is a good time. It's a good time frame. But the thing is this: if you are doing testing and you're using one creative, you are wrong, or you're using 2, 3.
You have to look for creative. And for Facebook, to make it work, it must be the videos you get.
So that's something to bear in mind. Now, you were talking about the second question, that you are spending maybe 20,000 and you're getting some number of orders, and you now increase the budget to 40,000, you are still getting the same number of orders. Now, when you scaled the budget, when you doubled the budget, did you do that at once? You went from 20 to 40, or did you go gradually? And secondly, did you scale using creative, or is just you increasing your budget?
I duplicated the working hard campaign, yes, and increased the budget.
You duplicate the same time,
yes,
the same time increasing the budget.
Yes.
So which means, for example, if the first campaign is 20,000 per day, you duplicate it into 2. That means you now have 20,000, and you increase one of them to 40,000. Is that what you're saying?
40,000. Yes.
Which of them do you increase to 40,000?
The new one now.
No. That's not how you do it.
Okay.
That's not how you do it. Though at times it works like that too, but even if it will work, it will not work for long. The creative might become fatigued, because
yes, they burn out on time.
They burn out on time, and those 2 campaigns will be fighting between themselves. They'll be fighting between themselves. So the best thing you do that is like industry standard is so you start with testing. When you start with testing, when you have identified the one that is doing well, take that creative and set up another campaign, which many people will call like a scaling campaign. So that one, you'll now be increasing the budget gradually, 20 to 30% daily. So say, for example, it's 10,000 naira you started with. After like 3 days of consistent monitoring, and you see that you are impressed with the result, you can now say day 4, change it to 12,000. You monitor, you see if it's still giving you the same result. Day 5, you increase it again by 20%, like that. So you will get to a budget. You will get to a budget that if you increase it more than that budget, you will not start getting no significant improvement in the number of orders. Then you know that budget is too high for that creative. So you come down, you reduce it down again, and then
Okay.
you monitor. So that's what I can just say for that. But I know it's a lot. It's a bit. It's a lot of monitoring, Sha. It's a lot of monitoring, but you have to. If not, you'll be dashing money out to Facebook unnecessarily.
So I hope I answered your question, right? Mr. Oyinka.
When Facebook is oh my god, that's not.
Please let her finish.
Madam
Madam
Adebayo, you still have a question? Go
I
ahead.
wasn't here to do
Yes,
I
I
wasn't
don't
hearing
also.
my first.
Okay. Okay, so I was saying that does it make sense that when Facebook is pushing a particular creative, but
network is breaking.
there are other
Your network
and
is
still
breaking.
make money? Oh my god.
Okay, you know what?
You
Can
know
you
Makes
what?
use the
sense
chat?
to
Can you
push.
use the
Can you use the chat?
Can you use the
Just drop
chat?
the question
Just
on
drop the question. This
Okay.
second question now.
the chat.
Drop it on the chat.
Okay. Thank
Mm,
you.
You're welcome.
you're welcome.
While we wait for
While we wait for our message on the chat, Mr. Onyeka, you can ask your question.
My chief, well done, sir.
Oga, I greet you.
Oga,
Regarding
I
this
agree.
offer, regarding
Regarding
the offer part,
Regarding
me, I
okay.
I won't lie, I am 100% guilty of it. And I don't even give offers at all. I'm greedy when it comes to offers. So I want to, this was one of the things I picked out of today's section, and I want to start implementing it. Now, I mostly
We need to.
sell first tech related. So what type of offers do you feel I can add to it? And I'm doing e-commerce for suppliers. So
You buy
for
from
You
importers.
buy from
from your import.
from your
So what do you do? What type of
This network is
offers
network. Let me mute
do you
myself so that it
feel?
will improve.
network is this network. Okay, let me mute myself for that to improve. Okay, go ahead. Let me see if
Should I repeat myself?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, I said this offers pattern. Since I'm into e-commerce dropshipping and promoting other people's products, so what type of offers do you think I should add to the product I'm selling?
You say what type
You
of
say you sell what type of products?
Now mostly tech-related products, earbuds, smartwatches, smart glasses, laptops, stuff like that.
Okay,
So for those kind of things,
you saw what I
you
did
saw what I did just now with the blender.
Hey, you notice what I
Sure, you
did.
notice what I did.
Yes, I did.
So
So
look at
look
your
at
competitor.
your competitor.
How are they
How are
selling
they
their
selling
own?
their own? Which kind of offer are they putting out?
I did
I did the comparison for
just now.
three just now,
And the three
and the three that I
for the
checked
blender.
for the blender.
One has no
One
offer.
has no offer. You just say buy blender at so price. That's all. That's a zero.
The second one
The
said
second one
buy
say buy a blender and get one free gift.
two of them said the
Two
same
of them
thing,
said the same thing. Get one free gift.
you know.
You know.
So if for
So
example
if,
that
for
is
example, that is
everything they have in the
everything they
market,
have in the market,
then one person is
eight
8 in 1.
in one, one person is 7 in 1, one person is 8 in 1.
So if I
So
want to
if I
sell
want to sell
that kind of thing
that
now,
kind of thing now,
how can I? The
how
question you
can I?
ask
The
yourself
question you
is,
should ask yourself is,
how can I make
how
my
can I
own
make my
better
own
than
better
these people's
than these
offer?
people's offer?
That's the question.
That's the question.
So if they are giving
So if they
one
are giving
gift,
one
can I
gift,
give two?
can I give two?
You get the point.
You get the point.
Or can I make it
Or can I
three?
make
Yes,
it
I
three?
do.
You know,
You
or
know,
can I
or
get
can I get
like you say
like you
gadgets.
said gadgets, right?
Yes, yes.
So for gadgets,
Most times, people might find it hard
to
to
configure them
configure them
or
or
to set
to
them up
set them
after
up
buying it.
after buying it.
So like when we are
So, like
selling
when we were
solar
selling
CCTV
solar
camera,
CCTV camera, what we did was
buy one
buy
camera
one camera
at so and so
at so and
price
so price
and get
and get
two free
two
gifts.
free gifts.
One
One
32 gig
32
memory
gig
card
memory card
plus
plus
a
a
step-by-step
step-by-step
installation video guide.
installation video guide.
That one said, I
That
didn't
one
even
sef, I didn't even put ebook. If na now,
add
I
ebook
for
join.
add ebook join. So it for
Buy
be
one,
buy one get three gifts.
so the three
So the
gifts,
three
one is
gifts,
a
one is a
physical gift,
physical gift,
32 gig memory
32 gig
card,
memory card,
Okay.
a
a
video,
video,
a walkthrough
a
video
walkthrough
on how
video
to
on
install
how
the
to
camera,
install the camera, how to configure it,
then free
then
delivery,
free
payment
delivery,
on
payment on
delivery,
delivery,
and then we'll give you
and
a
then we'll give
30
you a
days
30
money
days
back
money back
guarantee and 1
guarantee
year
and
warranty.
1 year warranty.
And then you tell
And then
them,
you tell them,
if you buy it
if
from
you buy
us,
it from us, anything
within a year,
happens within a year, just call us, we'll fix
you don't need to be
it. You don't need
afraid.
to be afraid. That's just it.
So for
So
gadgets,
for
look at
gadgets,
what
look
other
at what
people who
other
sell
people who
similar
sell
gadgets
similar
are doing
gadgets are doing
and just make yours
and just
better.
make yours better.
That's just the cheat
That's
code.
just the cheat code.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Can I drop my own suggestions about the question Miss Adebayo asked?
Okay, Charles, drop a
Okay, she has dropped
question.
a question and let me see.
No, as in um about how to scale your ad.
Okay,
Okay. Let me just answer
From my
our question. Let me answer this as a second question so that if you want to add to it, fine.
she said, why
She said,
Facebook
why Facebook is pushing a particular creative?
does it make
Does it
sense to
make
put
sense to
other
put other
creative in another
creative in
campaign
another
and run?
campaign and
The answer
run?
is yes.
The answer is yes.
Long and short.
Long and short is yes, you can do that.
Those ones now is
Those
more
ones
like
now is more
testing
like
campaign.
testing campaign.
That if you find
If
a
you
winning
find a
creative,
winning creative,
pick it out
you
from
pick it
there
out from there
and you put it in
and
your
you put it
scaling
in your
campaign.
scaling campaign.
Then the second
Then the
one
second
is,
one is
can one
can
use a
one
new
use a
TikTok
new
ad
TikTok
account,
ad account,
a new
a
TikTok
new TikTok
account to run
account to
TikTok
run TikTok
manager ads?
manager
The
ads?
answer is
The
yes,
answer is
but there's a
yes,
way
but there's a way
yes,
you
you can do
yes,
that. You can,
you can,
you can.
you can.
So what you do, the
So
cheat
what
code
you
is
do, the
this.
cheat code is this.
If you have your
If you have
pixel, so
your
if you want
pixel,
to
so if you
we do more of lead gen campaign for TikTok. But
want
if
to
you
do
want to do
sales, we do more of lead gen
your
campaign for
pixel is
TikTok.
not
Pixel is
ready yet,
not ready yet.
all you just need
All
to
you
do
just
is
need to do is go to the
thank you
thank
page.
you page.
Eh?
Go to the thank you page.
Refresh it
Refresh it
multiple times.
multiple times.
Just
Just
refresh,
refresh, click around, do the same thing for the sales page, do it multiple times.
because normally they will
Because
tell
normally
you
they will tell you that the pixel is not ready yet, that you should wait.
and that one
So, and that one now might usually take like some days or maybe like a week.
but if you go to
But if you go to the thank you page, refresh multiple times, click around, after maybe like 10, 15 minutes,
change
it will change to you can now run ads. You get, so you can use a new one, So,
Mr.
Mr.
Onyeka,
Onyeka, you can speak.
you can
You can speak on
this lady's
this lady's
Okay, when it comes to scaling, I believe it's right to start with 15% first. Say you have a 10,000 naira budget. You first add 1.5, then you keep growing from there gradually. You keep scaling from there gradually. So that way, Meta still understands that you're trying to get more from their work. So that's the way I understand about scaling. Then her second question, I believe it's always right that before you even set up, before you even start running your ad, you should first run a test campaign on all your creative.
yeah, that's the
yeah,
first
that's
So
the
thing.
first.
so in the process, after running a test for at least 3 days, 3 days after running a test for 3 days, that's when you will now know which campaigns you can now focus on. That's the best way to go about it. Because you might create a beautiful video to you, but the video might not do the work. the video might just be a beautiful error. So you might think it's something that will work, but it's not working. So it's best to just run, even if it's 20 creatives you want to use, run a test on all of them. Divide your creatives in different ad sets, then run a test on them. Then before you can now choose which one to continue with. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much for that
feedback.
feedback.
Okay, Mr.
Okay,
Solomon,
Mr. Solomon,
Yeah, Mr. Coach.
you are welcome.
you are welcome.
Yes.
Go ahead with your question.
Uh, yes, any time you
Go
speak
ahead
like
with your
this, I will
question.
always be happy that I am in a safe hand. Because, yeah, because when you went through some products, I saw the complaint that this they are just joking and they are not serious. Meaning that you have a
Network is
serious,
network is breaking.
serious. Number two, hello, can you
The
hear me?
network is. I'm
I'm
trying to.
okay. Let me mute. Maybe it will improve.
Okay, let me mute. Maybe it
Go
will
ahead, sir.
improve it. Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
So I was
Yes, sir.
trying
I
to,
can hear you. Go ahead,
yes,
sir.
I was trying to tell you, I'm still in the process of setting up that ask manager. I told you the place I got to. There's a place where you ask us to this after we leave that Google Sheet. There's a place you you were asking us to click on whether sheet or something. Then we now the thing now pop up sheet one. That sheet one does not I cannot see it on my laptop. So that was where I got stuck. I couldn't go beyond that level. Otherwise I would have
Publish your campaign, Abi. You will have published
if
your
I
ad.
was able to be able to button.
You have published your ad, Abi.
Hello?
Okay, you know what will happen? Can we work on it tomorrow, one on one? Hello, sir.
Okay, you know what will happen? Can we work on it tomorrow,
Yes,
one on one?
I can hear
Hello,
you.
sir.
Yeah, so let's
Can
do
we
it
can we work
tomorrow.
on it
Yeah, why
tomorrow,
not?
one on
Tomorrow,
one?
It
yeah,
just
let it.
Yeah. So let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it together.
The network is messing up really big time.
all right,
Network is
all right.
messing up.
Big
Thank you.
time.
You're welcome, sir.
Network is messing up. You're welcome, sir.
Oladosu.
Oladosu.
Yeah, good
Let's
evening, coach.
see.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for this section. I just hope network will make you to hear me clearly. My own is very brief and is quite related to the woman that asked question on Facebook. Please, I equally have similar issue that I once experienced. As I was trying to do a test, I've gotten my creative, trying to test my creative on Facebook. So though it was on a digital product, I noticed that from the report from the ad manager, I saw about 300 visited the landing page, but there was no single conversion. So I'm trying to figure out what a launch within days of testing the creative. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. Could the problem be the landing page or the creative? So that's why I say let me get more suggestion from you, sir.
Okay, nice
Okay,
one.
nice one, nice one. So the first thing is
The
the
creative is not
creative
the
is not the
problem.
problem.
The
The
creative has
creative has done
his work.
its work.
because the work of your creative is to disturb
Okay.
them,
Stop them, distract them, stop
steal their attention from
them away from Facebook to your website, which the creative did. Sending 300 people to your landing page, it means the creative is not the problem. You get. So it's most likely going to be your offer,
or maybe
your page is not properly set up.
Okay.
So
So maybe it doesn't have the elements that makes, maybe it's not convincing enough.
Okay.
And could be a lot of reasons why it's not converting, except I see it before I can be able to say something. But the problem could be your page, it could be your price, it could be your offer, you know,
Okay.
and things like that. But what's the price of the
So I
digital
have to
product?
work on the landing page. Okay, sir. Thank you.
What's the price point of the product you are selling?
So a digital call 5,000 naira.
Okay, so 5,000 is not a big money now. If the offer is a good offer, if it's a good offer, you are supposed to be able to close some sales with that number of visits on your website.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so it should be a problem with the landing page. That one is not advertisement problem. It's not your ad problem. The ad has done its job. Yeah,
Okay.
done
All
its
right.
job. You work
Okay.
on. So you can check your heading. You can check if there's reviews, believable reviews on the page. You know, what else? There's a lot of things you can actually check, but start from there. If you have further questions, maybe you can send me a DM and maybe we can talk about it tomorrow.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. So how many people hand they up? Okay, nobody again. So I can go now, Abi. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for your time. It's almost 10 o'clock. I said, okay, let me do a slide that I will do for 30 minutes, but apparently when you start talking, you start remembering things and it makes it a bit longer. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, friends. Any further questions? Any further questions?
No, thank you, sir.
So please, people should give me your reviews. Those of you who have started running ads using the what you learned from the TikTok ad course, try and give me your reviews. Drop your reviews on the group. Let's see your reviews, please. For those who have not done so, you know. And I hope you guys. I wish you guys success, and I wish you implement these things so you can make money for yourself and grow your business. I mean, it all comes down to that: growing your business, making sales for your business, or keeping a lot of profit for yourself. Whatever is your core desire, at least it can only happen when you have consistent daily sales. And I've given you like a framework that I'm currently using. So it's not a case of someone sharing with you theoretical knowledge. Okay. So that should be all for now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. And as always, go on the group. Even if you have not given reviews for the course, go on the group and let us know what you learned from today's call. What did you appreciate from today's training? Tell us one thing you appreciated, one thing you learned, one thing you want to implement in your business, one thing you've not been doing right. Tell us in the group, right? Tell us in the group what you appreciated from the call of today. So that will be all for now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing your reviews on the group. All right, then. Thank you so much. And please do.
Thank you.
An amazing night rest. Yeah.
Have a wonderful night rest.
Yeah, and you too, sir.
Thank you.